हम स्टार्ट करते हैं इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन एक comprehensive overview. Introduction for means. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, is one of the world's best urban civilization dating back to around 2600 BCE. Alongside Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt, the IVC flourished in the age of Bronze Age and is particularly notable for its advanced urban planning, architecture, and social organization. Located primarily in the northwestern region of South Asia, the civilization spanned modern day Pakistan, northwestern India, and parts of Afghanistan and Iran. Rediscovered in the early 20th century through archaeological excavation at Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, the civilization has since become a subject of global interest and academic study despite the challenges in fully deciphering its script. The archaeological evidence has revealed a society of remarkable complexity and sophistication. Geographical extent. The IVC covered an area of approximately 1.25 million square kilometer, making it's the largest among the early urban civilization. The core areas were located along the Indus River and its tributaries, including the Ravi, Byas, Satluj, Ghaggar, Hakra rivers. Major urban cities such as Harappa, Punjab, Pakistan, Mohenjo-daro, Sindh, Pakistan, Dholavira, Gujarat, India, Lothal, Gujarat, Kalibanga, Rajasthan, and Rakhigari, Haryana, were among the most significant discoveries. This wide geographical spread suggested a well connected society with trade routes and a shared culture and economic structure. Although regional variation did exist, chronology and phases, scholars generally divided the IVC into three major phases. Early Harappan phases, that is 3300 to 2600 BCE, development of agricultural village and small towns, emergence of trade network and craft production. Second phase is mature Harappan phase, 2600 to 1900 BCE, peak of the urbanization with well-planned cities, standardized weight and seals, construction of large public buildings, granaries, and sophisticated drainage system. Third one is late Harappan phase, that is 1900 to 1300 BCE, gradually decline in urban center, shift to rural life, decline in trade, and disappearance of writing. Urban planning and architecture. One of the most striking features of the Indus Valley civilization was its urban planning. Cities were laid out on a grid pattern with streets intersecting at right angles. Buildings were made from uniform baked bricks, indicating a standardization across region. Key architectural features: citadel and lower towns. Cities like Mohenjo-daro were divided into two parts: the elevated citadel containing public building and lower town where people lived. Great Bath, Mohenjo-daro, a large public water tank believed to be used for ritual bathing, possibly the earliest example of public bath in the ancient world. Granaries, large storage structure likely used to store surplus grain and other food supplies. Drainage system, covered drain along major street, soak pits and private well indicate advanced knowledge of sanitation and engineering. Houses typical had multiple rooms, courtyards, private wells, and bathroom with drains, showing concern for the privacy and hygiene. Society and culture. The society of the Indus Valley was likely egalitarian with little evidence of extreme wealth disparity or social hierarchy in urban planning. The lack of palaces or temples indicate that religious or royal elites may not have hold conspicuous power, or that their authority was expressed differently compared to the Mesopotamia or Egypt. Daily life clothing: men wore a lower garments like a dhoti, while women wore long skirts and possibly shawl. Ornaments made of gold, silver, beads, and semi-precious stones were common. Recreation artifacts such as toys, dice, and game boards indicate recreational activities. Figurine of any animal and people. Some possible dolls have been found. Food: staple food includes wheat, barley, and lentils, and possibly rice. Animal domestication includes cattle, buffalo, sheep, and goat. Fishing and hunting were also practiced. Art and craftsmanship: pottery, both handmade and wheel-made pottery with geometric and animal motifs. Seals: a small carved object, and a square depicting animal: bulls, elephant, unicorn, and possibly a script. These may have been used for trade identification or religious purposes. Sculpture: the famous dancing girl in bronze statuette and the priest king of a statue figure are prime example of their artifact ability. Trade and economy: the IBC economy was diverse and based on agriculture, craft production, and trade. The civilization had a complex economic system with evidence of both internal and external trade. Agriculture: irrigation farming allowed the cultivation of wheat, barley, peas, sesame, and cotton. Use of plows and granaries reflect surplus production. Craft and industries: skilled artisans made tools, jewelry, pottery, and textile. Evidence of beadmaking, metallurgy, copper, bronze, gold, silver, sail working, and seal making. Trade: internal trade between cities and villages, external trade with Mesopotamia, Sumer, through maritime and overland routes. The presence of Indus seals in Mesopotamia and Mesopotamian records mentions Meluha, possibly the Indus region, indicate trade contact. Lothal had a dockyard, suggesting maritime trade. Language and script: one of the enduring mysteries of the Indus Valley civilization is its writing system, commonly refers to as the Indus script. This script found on seals, pottery, and tablets has not yet been deciphered, largely due to lack of bilingual text and short length of inscription, typically 4 to 5 character. The script comprises 400 to 600 unique signs, and it's unclear whether it represents a full language or a set of symbols for administrative purpose. The absence of long inscriptions make linguistic analysis challenging. As a result, many aspects of Indus political structure, belief system, and daily life remains speculative. Religion and belief: though the temple though no temple have been discovered, archaeological evidence suggests the Harappan practiced a form of proto-Hinduism or animism with elements that may have influenced later religious tradition in India. Religious symbol and practices: mother goddess figurines suggest the worship of fertile deities. Male deities with horned headgear, possibly representing as a proto Shiva figure or Pasupati form a lord of animals. Sacred animals such as bull, elephant, unicorn like creatures on seal. Tree worship and phallic symbol may indicate an early nature worship for fertile cults. Burial indicates a belief of afterlife. The grave goods were generally modest, suggesting a more egalitarian spiritual culture. Decline of the civilization: the decline of the IBC remains a subject of debate among historians and archaeologists. About 1900 BCE, urban centers began to be abandoned, and the 1300 BCE the civilization had largely disappeared. Possible causes: environmental changes, climate shifts such as decreased monsoon rains, or dying of rivers like Ghaggar, Hakara led to the agricultural decline. Tectonic activity, earthquake might have altered river course and damaged urban centers. Invasion or conflict. Some theories suggest conflict with Indo-Aryan migrant, though archaeological evidence is limited. Economic disruptions, breakdown of trade network may have weakened for the economy. The post-Harappan culture continued in rural settlements, and many respects of Harappan like pottery styles and agricultural practice persisted. Legacy and significance, though the Indus script remain undeciphered, the IVC left a profound legacy. Urban planning and sanitation among the most advanced in the ancient world. A standardized weight and measure shows a remarkable degree of regulation. Cultural elements such as uh, worship of animal proto Shiva figures and the altars may have influenced later Vedic and Hindu traditions. The civilization represents one of the humanity's earliest complex societies, displaying sophisticated governance, engineering, and culture, even in the absence of monumental architecture or military structure. Uh, Conclusion. The IBC stands as a testament of early human ingenuity and social organization despite the mysteries surrounding its language and political structure. What we do know paints a picture of a remarkably advanced and graceful society with continued archaeological discoveries and the potential decipherment of the Indus script in the future. New insight into the ancient culture are like to emerge. Its advancement in city planning, sanitation, craft production, and trade set the foundation for later civilization in the urban subcontinent. The legacy of the Indus Valley civilization uh, endures as one of the cornerstone of South Asian heritage and world. This is IBC, and it's compact but covering all the aspects, and you all are requested to please subscribe, like, and give your suggestion regarding this. And second chapter we will discuss Vedic age and so on. And please subscribe. Thank you very much.